Now, good Lord, it's looking like Drake can't catch a break. Now, UMG, his label, just filed a motion to dismiss all of his claims. Now, we're going to go through all these documents as written up by Rolling Stone and Billboard. Now, you want to stay to the end because I'm going to give my opinion at the end. And you know me, it's your boy, What's Up G, back with another banger. Let's get into this, y'all. Now, yesterday we talked about how it was looking like Drizzy was ducking the fade. It looked like Drake was ducking the fade from Kendrick. Kung Fu Kenny, yeah, he ain't want none of that. But on today's upload, we're getting news that Drake's own label is now roasting him yet again by saying his second go around at his defamation lawsuit he filed over Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us is so unfounding, it's astonishing. Now, in this new motion to dismiss Drake's recently filed amended complaint, Universal Music Group, UMG, ridicules the rapper's argument that the NFL's decision to ban the word PDF file from Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance supports his allegation that Not Like Us is defamatory. Now, in his last motion, Drake, he put in there that basically the reason why the UMG did not let Kendrick Lamar say PDF file on his performance was actually an indictment against Kendrick Lamar. UMG is just saying like, no, we just didn't want to put it in there because this is a family show and we wouldn't put something like that in there. Let's keep going. Now, this is all from UMG's lawyers. They go on to say Drake's new allegations are astonishing. UMG's new motion filed late today reads, the focus of Drake's new claims that the largest audience for the Super Bowl halftime show ever did not hear Kendrick Lamar call Drake or his crew PDF files betrays this case for what it is. Drake's attack on the commercial and creative success of the rap artist who defeated him rather than the content of Lamar's lyrics. They're basically saying with that, that Drake is actually mad that Kendrick Lamar is doing better than him. He's actually mad that everything that Kendrick Lamar is doing, from the Super Bowl to the ads to now being the cover of this and all that and running the game, this is what all this is about. But we're going to keep going right along. Now, they go on to say, Drake contends that the decision not to include the word PDF file, as used in the phrase certified PDF file, in Lamar's Super Bowl performance could only reflect that the language is defamatory, but this ignores any number of other explanations for the decision, such as threats by Drake of additional meritless litigation. The new 33-page filing obtained by Rolling Stone reads, these allegations directly aimed at chilling legitimate artistic expression safeguarded by the First Amendment and New York law are meritless. So basically what UMG is saying right there is artists have the right to expression. Also in hip hop, artists have the right to expression, and we tend to express ourselves in an aggressive manner. All of this is safeguarded by the First Amendment and New York law. Let's keep going, y'all. A spokesperson for UMG issued a follow-up statement today after the new motion was filed. Nowhere in the 100-plus page legal blather written by Drake's lawyers do they bother to acknowledge that Drake himself has written and performed massively successful songs containing equally provocative taunts against other artists. Nor do they mention that it was Drake who started this particular exchange. The statement sent to Rolling Stone reads, apparently, Drake's lawyers believe that when Drake willingly participates in a performative rap battle of music and poetry, he can be defamed, even though he engages in the exact same form of creative expression, which is very true. Look what he did to Meek Mill. He went on tour with Meek Mill. Remember with all the memes he was putting up on screen? It was cool then, but now since somebody else is doing it to you, it's a big problem. Let's keep going. Now, if y'all remember, the 9-track rap battle at the center of the legal war started making headlines in April 2024. It exploded when Drake released Family Matters on May 3rd, 2024. The song insinuated that Kendrick Lamar had cheated on his fiancée and was physically violent with her. Lamar responded with the back-to-back drops of Meet the Grams and Not Like Us, with the latter's hook of Certified Lover Boy, Certified PDF File, becoming an instant and huge viral sensation. Kendrick Lamar was declared the victor in the court of public opinion. Drake regrouped with his lawyers and took the matter to civil court. In November, he filed an exploratory petition seeking records from UMG, iHeartMedia, and Spotify. He accused the companies of scheming to artificially inflate the success of Not Like Us. Now, when we look back on this, it's actually only been 1 year. It feels like it's been like way longer than that, man. It's actually because Drake keeps like dragging this out nonstop. Now, iHeartMedia actually settled with Drake, so that's kind of been swept under the rug. Spotify, I don't know if they settled, but it's been kind of shaky over there. A lot of people have been losing a lot of streams. I don't know what's going on with Spotify, but let's keep going. On January 15th, Drake dropped his initial 81-page lawsuit accusing UMG of defamation and harassment. He laid out the blame on UMG, claiming the company, not Kendrick Lamar, released and promoted the track, so it should be held liable for his alleged damages. Drake claimed his lawyer sent UMG a letter last July that warned he was suffering concrete and substantial harm. The letter specifically referenced the May 7th, 2024 drive-by pow pow outside of Drake's Toronto home that wounded a security guard. Drake alleges the pow pow was motivated by the backlash sparked by Not Like Us. Now I gotta sit here and say I think that's cap. I think that situation was actually from another artist over in Toronto who actually was leaving. He left Drake's label a long time ago. So I don't think that situation had anything to do with Kendrick Lamar. Now, did that situation happen around the same time? Yes, but did it have anything to do with Kendrick Lamar? I don't believe so. Now, moving right along. In his lawsuit, Drake claims UMG used every weapon in his arsenal to turn Not Like Us into a monster hit at his expense. He claims the song was intended to convey the specific, unmistakable, and false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal PDF file. He accused UMG of choosing corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artists. In the statement from UMG shared today, the spokesperson says Drake and his lawyers can keep seeking to uncover evidence of wild conspiracies as to why one song that upset Drake and had massive global appeal, but there is nothing to uncover. The secret to the song's success, the spokesperson says, is that UMG works tirelessly in partnerships with its artists to achieve global goals. UMG said this. Our continuing partnership with Drake and his enduring success is a shining example. The spokesperson says, because Drake went on like a 15-year run. Despite his lawyers' attempts to silence other artists and threaten the companies that work with them, we remain committed to propelling Drake's career while maintaining a unwavering support for all artists' creative expressions, Drake's included. Yeah, Drake's been doing pretty good for a while now. Now, in his prior motion to dismiss Drake's initial complaint, UMG said Drake encouraged the rap war and now wants to change the rules. Plaintiff, one of the most successful recording artists of all time, lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds. Lawyers for UMG wrote last March. The label says no reasonable listener truly believes that Drake is a certified PDF file. Now, this is getting messy to the point where Drake might have to just bow out. At this point, even the label is clowning you. When it get to the point where your label is clowning you, you doing too much, my boy. So what's my opinion? Just take the L. Let Kendrick go on his run. You should have just shut up maybe 6 months ago and all this would have went away by now. But this is the equivalent of how you went at Meek Mill. And then you went on tour right after that, and every stop of the tour, you kept it going with Meek Mill because it was good for business. It was good for Drake. You did these same things to other artists, but now artists are doing it to you, and it's a problem. Now, experts tell Rolling Stone the bar is high for Drake to succeed with his lawsuit. They say music, and battle rap in particular, is an art form where insults are considered rhetorical hyperbole protected by the First Amendment, which is very true. If we didn't have these protections in hip hop, then I guess everybody would be getting arrested for everything. Everybody would then not be allowed to say anything because it's protected by the First Amendment that we're just expressing ourselves through an art form. This is why all your favorite rappers can say they doing this and doing that in the streets and all this, because it's an art form. If you take that art form away, everybody's going to be suing everybody. But on top of that, where does it stop? Does the police just come in and arrest everybody for every little thing that they're saying, and putting two and two together is nothing protected at this point? Y'all drop it in the comments. Where does the rap game go from here if Drake does succeed in this lawsuit, which I don't think he will, because battle rap is protected by the First Amendment and battle rap is seen as its own art form. It's his own art form that all these things are said within the heat of a battle. I don't care what judge and jury you get. They've heard or seen a rap battle before. What are we doing here? Y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. This is nasty work. Do y'all think Drake has a chance at this lawsuit? I think the boy is cooked. Also, I'm going to drop this video right here. It's going to be blinking right here. It's going to tell you all about how Drake was actually ducking the fade from Kendrick Lamar. Y'all know me. It's your boy, What's Up G. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. I'm out, y'all.